Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try the Screamin Sicilian Pizza Company Nothin But Toppings. This one is the Pepperoni Pizza Bowl. It has mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, tomato sauce, red peppers, and yellow onions. And it looks really good. 27 grams of protein. It is an 8-ounce meal, 226 grams. We bought this at Kroger. It was $6.99. Definitely not on the cheap side, but it's a pretty decent amount of food, I think. It doesn't feel super light. Let's see. Definitely getting your calorie intake, 520 calories per bowl, and there's your other info. Less than if you were eating the actual pizza, but still a lot of calories. Let's see, remove the bowl from the carton and puncture the film. Microwave high for 2 minutes. Carefully peel back film and stir, and then basically recover it, and then go another minute and 30 seconds. So 2 minutes, stir it, 1:30, and then it'll be ready. So let's see what this looks like. Pull tab. Ooh, and it worked. There it is. It's all frozen solid, so they can't even shake anything down. So I'm going to get a fork and just poke some holes in here to vent it and get it in the microwave, and I'll be back. I'm amazed the amount of grease you get out of it. Look at all this grease. Look at all that oil. And it's red, so it has to be from the pepperoni. I mean, that is some greasy, oily pepperoni. I mean, it's like watery. That's a lot. Well, it would be weird if, I wouldn't say that if I hadn't, the last one I ate didn't have that at all. But the ones with pepperoni tend to have a lot of grease. So that'll loosen you up and get you going for later on in the afternoon. So if you got a long meeting in the afternoon, you probably don't want all this grease. But anyway, we'll don't talk about that anymore. So anyway, I'm gonna let this cool off for just a minute. I'm gonna take over the table. We'll give it a try. All right, so it's supposed to have mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, tomato sauce, red peppers, and yellow onions. That's what it's supposed to have. Take a bite. One thing I will have to say, there was a lot of cheese. There's a lot of cheese in there to go along with the grease. There's a little spice there, a little kick of heat. It's not like so spicy that you wouldn't enjoy eating it, but there is some spice there. So if you don't like spicy food, you are going to be a little tingly on your tongue. Not bad, just a little bit. I got a piece of cheese just now from the kind of the edge. It kind of had that thick, scorched cheese kind of texture. Where it's a little dense and not quite crispy, but it's kind of gooped up a little bit, which I like that kind of texture. It's not all over the place. It's just from the very edge like that. The texture is okay. It is very, very oily, and it's very so when you get a bite, you can feel the oils in there when you're eating it, the grease, and it's very loose. So and the pepperoni though has a really nice chew to it. So the pepperoni it's almost like a beef stick you would buy, like a beef jerky beef stick. It kind of has that texture, like a pepperoni stick. Has that texture, so you're getting a good chew with the pepperoni. You get a little bit of a crunch with the peppers and the onion. They're cooked, but they're not like mushy. There has still a little bit of texture to them, and the cheese just adds an overall kind of creaminess to it. The bad thing is there's so much grease in there. It's very, very, very oily. It's not quite dripping when you get it a forkful, but it's pretty close. So texture-wise, if I could do it, like if I were to eat this again, I would take the bowl and tilt it to the side a little bit and literally take a paper towel and absorb some of that grease out of there and take some of the oil out. Because it's still, even though I stirred it up, when I tilt the bowl like this, you can still see a lot of, there's probably a solid teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of grease in there, which is a lot of oil. So texture-wise, it's not bad except for the greasiness. Flavor-wise, I do like the flavor of the pepperoni. The pepperoni has a really good seasoning to it. I like that little zing of spice in there. I like the flavor of the peppers and the onions. They do come through a little bit. More onion than the peppers, but you do get a little bit of the onion flavor and a slight hint of peppers. Yeah, overall I like it. I can't say that I taste the tomato sauce and the cheese necessarily. I'm sure they add to the flavor, but they don't stand out. Like I can't tell, oh, that's a tomato sauce. Most of what you taste though is the pepperoni, honestly. And that's probably what you want to taste in a pepperoni meal. This one for me is probably going to be like a 3 out of 5. It's just too greasy for me to really, really enjoy. I like the flavors and stuff, but boy, I have to kind of take the bowl and tilt it and let the grease all run to the bottom and then eat the stuff that's at the top where the grease has run out of it because it is so oily. But I like the flavor. So if you don't mind the oiliness of it, then I think you should try it out and you might really, really like it. Again, I really do like the flavor of it. It's just a lot of grease in there. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.